up, guys? It's the first episode of the Fight Man's podcast, where I analyze and break down upcoming fights, mostly boxing, MMA, and Muay Thai. I might get into a little bit of probably judo, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and stuff like that as well. But right now, I'm just kind of focusing on more of the boxing, MMA, and Muay Thai. My name is Willem Zavel. I have a little bit of experience in boxing, so should be fun as I analyze and eventually interview some fighters on their up-and-coming journey. So today, Friday, November 22nd, 2024, I think we got it's a minor fight. I mean, you could say it's kind of a big, but not so big fight with Harlem Eubank versus Nurali Erdogan. So Harlem Eubank is quick on his feet. He has good combos. I think he throws pot shots here and there, kind of analyzes, see what the fighter does. Has quick feet. I think he's related to Chris Eubank Sr. His son fights as well. Chris, I'm not sure if I'm getting the first name right. Chris Eubank Jr. or something like that. So I thought there was a relation there, so I went to go research. I couldn't find, but I think I saw an interview with him speaking about Harlem Eubank. But yeah, he's quick on his feet. He has fast hands. I'll say that. He's light on his feet. He uses feints and stuff like that. He's a pretty good boxer. I wouldn't say he has crazy power. I would say like he's just more of a boxer, kind of mover kind of guy. I got some notes here. Yep, he keeps distance well. Uses the whole ring. Got good footwork. Light on his feet. Uses the jab. He uses his jab well. I would say those are more of the pros. His cons, he doesn't. I guess I'm sorry. I made a mistake. He doesn't use too many feints, but he uses feints. But he doesn't use that many. He throws a lot of pot shots. Yep, has a rhythm, so he can be timed with a good technical fighter. He can time him. Hasn't fought many top tier talents yet, so maybe he's just looking good on subpar talent. So we'll see where that goes, where that takes him. His skills in the pocket, not the greatest, kind of mediocre, and I think part of it is because he doesn't have much power, but still uses the frame. He frames a lot sometimes, but just he's not great inside pocket skills. Body shots, a lot of times he can throw low blows. His last fight, I forget who he was fighting. He was throwing a lot of low blows, and the ref was about to take some points away. So that could be a very big problem. We'll see. And also, he can drop his hands while he throws combos. So those are the things that I picked up from the last fight with him. I forget who he was fighting again. But against Nurali Erdogan, I think he will be successful with that style. Nurali is more. He's more of like a pressure kind of fighter. He's not as skilled as Harlem Eubank. He has moderate power, but if you keep him in the fight, he can land a shot just like everybody. Everybody has a puncher's chance, right? He can land a shot that can turn the whole fight around. With some of these lower weighted fighters, I mean, this Chris Eubank is a 140 pounder, so I think they're fighting. They're fighting at welterweight and stuff. So he's going up in weight to fight Nurali. So he could probably push him around a bit. I don't know his height. I couldn't find his height, but Chris Eubank is 5'8". Nurali kind of light on his feet. He kind of has a decent chin. Harlem Eubank, I almost said Chris. I don't know if he has a good chin or not. I don't know. We'll see with that and stuff. I don't know if he's been tested that well on that aspect. So we'll see. We'll see on that. He's kind of light on his feet. He has kind of good balance. I think Chris Eubank has good balance as well. I think he's better in the pocket than at the distance. And that's why I think that pressure that pressure fighter style works well with him. Not the most skilled guy, but I think he's from France and stuff. Not that that means anything. But Harlem Eubank, you will see that he just will move better, and that may frustrate Nurali. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Forgive me. I gotta hold this mic close. I gotta get a better mic. Otherwise, you can't hear me that well. So hopefully y'all hear me good. He's kind of a tough guy, so he'll last in a fight. I don't know about his endurance though, but he may have the ability to get stronger during the fight. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, he has slow hands. I don't like his hands. Sometimes he loops his punches, man. And I think with Harlem, if Harlem can time that well, Harlem can drop him. Cause Harlem, he dropped the last guy he fought, I think twice in a fight. And so Harlem Eubank. So I don't know if he has. I wouldn't say he has crazy power. He has like decent power. I think it's more of a flash knockdown. So if he catches Nurali when he doesn't pay attention, I think he can knock him down. And stuff. He got slow hands. Doesn't close distance well. He has slow feet. So with Harlem, that's going to be a problem. If Harlem keeps his distance, and stuff. If he can measure the distance right and feel like he can hit him and get out, that's going to cause a lot of problems with Nurali. Now, if eventually Harlem's got to work some combos in. So if he works some combos and Nurali can catch him, it could be the difference in the fight. Uses only a high guard. I think Harlem kind of does the shoulder roll a little bit. Uses the high guard sometimes. I don't know if he parries very well. The fact that he has quicker hands, I mean, if he can time things right, maybe he can parry some of Nurali's shots. Maybe he doesn't need to, but sometimes he might be able to. He uses the framing a little bit. Maybe more so of the forearm framing than the kind of the long guard kind of framing. But we'll see. He doesn't. Nurali doesn't use much feints. Nope. And he drops his hands when he throws punches, and that's where I think Harlem can capitalize on that as well. So should be an interesting fight. It's actually going to start I'm in Central Time. It's going to start in 20 minutes at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So 4 p.m. for me. So I'm going to watch the fight and see how that goes. I got Harlem Eubank winning, if not by a TKO, probably by 8th or 9th round TKO, or I don't know how many rounds is it. I don't know if it's a 10-round fight or unanimous decision. I think if Nurali is the bigger guy. I think at least he's the heavy. He's fought in a heavier class. At least he fought in the welterweight class. And Harlem, I keep saying that, is in the 140 pounds. So if he can bring some of that power up, then it could be a equalizer. But at the end of the day, he has more skills than Nurali, and he has the other Eubanks. I don't know if he trains with them or anything, but I still got Harlem winning this fight, and we'll see. He's a UK fighter, so I don't think he's very well known in the States, but I think a lot of people in the boxing world know Eubank. So once they hear the last name, they were like, "Oh, is he related to Chris or something like that?" But yeah, I got Harlem winning this fight. We'll see how it goes, and that's that. We'll see. All right, guys, take care. Signing off.